Hello everyone, my name is Alone, and in this video we'll be going over some interesting news about a FNAF Part 2 coming sooner than we think. More Springtrap skins have been confirmed, and SCP not being considered to be not coming to DVD.
Also, please subscribe because we're so close to 3,000 subscribers. So thank you and subscribe!
But anyway, let's get into the video. So recently, Dead by Daylight had a Q&A on Discord asking questions from the fans. And one of the questions was regarding to SCP and DVD, and SCP won't be happening because it's not owned by any licenses, and it's its own thing, so it's basically just, you know, there's no owner to the SCP Foundation, and it's just all made up stories by loads of people around the world, and there's no possibility of getting it. But I could hopefully maybe see it in the future. But right now, it's not coming from what an official DVD, dev have said in the Q&A. And the next one we have is that the devs have not forgot about Foxy. Now, once when the FNAF chapter came out, there was no sign of the animatronic Foxy, and I was so pissed off I started crying. But hopefully with this we can see Foxy returning into DVD as we can have the original 4 gang. But this could also mean that we could get him as a blight skin maybe, or an official killer. They also talked about that charms are not currently planned for FNAF, but thanks to the success of the FNAF chapter, it's on the table. So if anyone wanted some FNAF charms instead of badges and add-ons, because we got so many of them, that we can hopefully get charms very soon. Someone asked a question saying, will we see Springtrap in 2v8 in the future? And Matthew answered the question, that is a good question. The hardest challenge about that is the gameplay. Now, this can be, it could possibly happen, and from one of my friends who has some sources, who knows the guy, said that it is possibly happening. Like, there's a bigger chance than what has been said here, so we can maybe definitely see him in the future. Then FNAF survivors were asked about a few different questions. Matthew replied, it's possible. Rose replied with, how much are you willing to sacrifice? Pop, why does your heart say? What does your heart say? I think he said that one anyway. But, they could be teasing that we can see, like, Mike, we could see Vanessa as a survivor, even some of the people in the game, like Gregory, Michael Afton. It's just, basically we can hopefully see a FNAF survivor coming soon. And there was also talks that a FNAF chapter part 2 could be happening more sooner than we think. In the stream, or in the Q&A. And to be honest, if we did see a part 2, I can definitely see it being Secret of the Mimic, also known as The Mimic, because DVD had a collab with Secret of the Mimic on the release that you could get FNAF DVD chapter and Secret of the Mimic in one big bundle, which they did with Dying Light 2. And we can hopefully see the Mimic as the part 2, or even Ennard, or even Foxy. Then really the last thing is that most games that different DVD team members want to collab with, and they are Tekken, Fatal Frame, Inscription, and Faith. I have no idea most of these ones are, but I know Inscription, and I would love to see how they would collaborate with that. Like they can maybe add cosmetics, or even, I don't know, charms, or even a game mode, where you can play cards as DVD survivors and all the cards are themed around DVD. Now we have news about more Springtrap cosmetics. So that Eric Pope said that his favourite Springtrap skin is one you haven't seen yet, and Cannot Meow, they were asked especially if it was a blighted skin. Rose confirmed that another Springtrap skin was coming, but also took note that a Hollowed Blight is the October release. So that means we can possibly get a blighted Springtrap skin, and it's been confirmed that we're getting a different Springtrap skin. Now, for some ideas I could see is that we could get another FNAF AR skin, like we could have the skin where he's set on fire, or Scrap Trap, maybe Burn Trap, even though Burn Trap's the Mimic, or even original one, because we've had 2 Xenomorph skins that are original coming out. And someone asked that I got Matthew Coat to mention the possibility of Minecraft in DVD. I mean, he didn't answer directly, but he mentioned that question like it would be impossible to answer, which Matthew Coat replied to, and I'm going to say that's everything. That's basically come out from the Q&A that I have seen and read. But anyway, I hope you guys found this informational, and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and see you guys next time. Goodbye!